Rain in the Face was a chief and warrior of the Hunkpapa Lakota Sioux, remembered for his role in the 1876 Battle of the Little Bighorn, where Lieutenant Colonel George Armstrong Custer's 7th Cavalry met its downfall. Renowned for his fearlessness and power in combat, Rain in the Face reportedly bore a personal grudge against Custer, believing him responsible for the deaths of his brother and sister in an earlier clash. Some narratives claim Rain in the Face was among those who struck at Custer's force, possibly even delivering the fatal blow to Custer himself. Yet historians debate this, and how exactly Custer died remains unsettled. Later, Rain in the Face surrendered to U.S. troops and spent time behind bars. Upon regaining freedom, he spoke up for Native American rights and became a familiar face in Wild West shows, where he recounted his battlefield memories. But before we begin, please like and subscribe to help grow this community. If you're curious, let me share a true tale of my own. I once had a bad heart before I needed crutches. Back then, I was feared as a fighter and hunter. Women favored me, but men trembled in my presence. Fighting meant more to me than food. Soldiers dreaded seeing me, and the Reese and Crows checked every morning to be sure their scalps remained. My name was murmured with caution. Harry, knowing Indians often brag, challenged me. "We know you were fierce, Rain," he said, "but tell us how Tom Custer beat you. If you were so fearsome, how could a smaller man defeat you?" His words unsettled me, and I frowned. I was large, standing 5'9" and weighing 195 pounds, while Captain Tom Custer was shorter. After thinking carefully, I decided to share my account. To everyone's surprise, I continued, recounting my version of the Custer fight. I spoke with vivid gestures and deep feeling, describing that day's chaos. For years, officers and agents had tried everything, kindness, bribes, and threats, to make me speak, but I refused. I was known for killing Custer, and even Longfellow wrote verses about it. So when I finally opened up, it caught everyone off guard. I'm telling it exactly as McLaughlin translated. 2 years before the big battle, Gall and Sitting Bull gathered their camp at Standing Rock. All the Indians there rejected the government. We Hunkpapa Sioux feared nothing. The Yanktonnais, who lingered near the agency, acted friendly to secure rations. In the hostile camp, life was lively. Dancing, racing, shooting contests, games. There was plenty of meat from buffalo and deer, and many ponies. The girls liked to provoke me, teasing me until my anger flared. When provoked, I yearned to fight. One evening, a girl dared me to kill a white man at Fort Lincoln. I hesitated, knowing the dangers of guards and re-scouts, but she taunted, "If you're cowardly, don't go. I'll ask someone else braver, someone who's danced in the sun dance." Her challenge burned my pride. The girls giggled, and the young men dared not laugh too loudly, fearing me. I painted my face black, armed myself with gun and bow, mounted my pony, and slipped into the night toward Fort Lincoln, 45 miles away. I watched for 2 days, waiting to shoot a soldier. I could have killed a Ree-woman or woodcutter, but I wanted to return with soldiers' brass buttons for the teasing girl. I succeeded, and she sewed them into her shawl. One morning, I spotted the storekeeper and horse doctor walking to a spring. Long Yellowhair and his men were riding about 100 yards away. I rushed in, shot the storekeeper, clubbed the horse doctor, and shot them with arrows, cutting off some buttons. Hearing the shot, Long Yellowhair charged back, but I couldn't scalp the dead men. I leapt onto my pony and challenged them to chase me. They chased me to the Cannonball River. The next winter, I visited the agency store at Standing Rock, but was denied rations since I hadn't signed the peace treaty. The storekeeper, known as One Arm, was there with about 30 soldiers. They ambushed me, piled onto me, and threw me into a wagon, then locked me in the guardhouse at Lincoln. They chained me, gave me one blanket, and left me in the cold. Snow blew through the walls all winter. Once, Little Hair released me, and soldiers shouted for me to run. I guess they wanted to shoot me as I fled. I warned Little Hare that if I escaped, I'd cut his heart out and eat it. One night, chained to a white prisoner, we slipped away. They fired at us, but we hid on the Heart River's bank. The white man cut the chains, but he was recaptured. I escaped, though I knew they'd keep hunting me. I rejoined Sitting Bull and Gall, though they were cautious about helping me. I sent Little Hare a drawing of a bloody heart on buffalo skin, reminding him of my promise. Later, I made good on that vow, but that's all I'll say. Our version matched government reports of the sutler and Surgeon Hunsinger's deaths, but we wanted to hear about Tom Custer. McFadden showed me a drawing of Custer's last stand, asking if it reflected reality. I laughed. "No, this is false," I said. "Soldiers fought us with rifles and pistols, not swords. They fought dismounted, every fourth man holding horses. We tied ourselves to ponies, stripped naked, painted our bodies, and rode in circles. This drawing wrongly shows us poorly armed. In truth, we had many guns. Soldiers' rifles jammed after the first shot. I saw dozens jammed on the field. When we saw they couldn't reload, we rushed them with war clubs. Killing them became as easy as slaughtering sheep. Some begged for mercy, but we gave none. White men's pictures always lie." So I drew my version. On the paper's back, I sketched a bent S shape to show the Little Bighorn River. Our lodges lined its curve. "How many lodges?" Harry asked. "Many, many tens," I answered. "Thousands of warriors like blades of grass. 4,000 to 6,000 Indians meant roughly 1,000 lodges. Sitting Bull made powerful medicine, then spoke to us, saying the Great Spirit had shown him we'd defeat the soldiers. His words lifted our spirits. Scouts soon brought word of soldiers coming. To fool the re-scouts, Sitting Bull had women set up empty lodges. The real lodges were hidden by bends and brush. Sitting Bull then went to make more medicine and didn't return until after the battle. Though a great chief, he didn't fight that day. Gall led the Sioux. Crazy Horse led the Cheyennes. Goose led the Bannocks. I led my own fierce band, without title. We saw the soldiers' mistake when they split their forces. Gall led warriors upriver to cut them off. We were pleased when the re-scouts stayed with long yellow hair. We let them come over the bluffs, then cut them off from behind. Our line appeared, and the soldiers charged but retreated under fire. We heard their death songs. They knew they were doomed. They dismounted, every fourth man holding horses. We surrounded them, then shot pony holders and stampeded the ponies with blankets. Women caught the ponies because they were exhausted. I'd sung my war song, and rage burned inside me. Without thought I charged, seizing their flag. My pony was shot. I freed the flag, struck down the flag bearer with my war club, then carried the flag back. Warriors cheered, and we pressed on. Blood and brains spattered me, hot and bitter. Frenzied, I mounted another pony and charged again, cutting and firing. When that pony fell, I took another. Then I saw Little Hare and recalled my vow. I feared nothing, believing my white weasel-tail charm shielded me. I don't know how many men I cut through to reach him. He recognized me. I laughed and shouted. His lips moved, but battle noise drowned his words. He was terrified. I fired my revolver at him. The gun vanished from my grasp somehow. I leaped off my pony, cut out his heart, bit off a piece, spat it in his face, and rode away, shaking it. Satisfied, I didn't scalp him. My vow fulfilled, I left the field. Later, women killed the wounded, looted bodies, and cut off fingers to get rings. They searched for Long Yellow Hare's scalp, but never found him. He'd worn no uniform and had cropped his hair. That night, we feasted and danced with scalps. Sitting Bull boasted his medicine had made us brave, but Gall objected, claiming they did the actual fighting. This sparked discord. We might have destroyed the other soldiers too, but Gall and Sitting Bull's dispute divided us. Some followed each leader. I followed none. I just wanted to dance. Word spread that more soldiers with big guns were coming, so we headed north. They chased us until we crossed the border. I stayed until Sitting Bull returned, then came home with him. That's my story, never before told to whites. I'm glad to share it now. When I finished, I was asked, "If you didn't kill Long Yellowhair, who did?" I answered, "I don't know. No one knows. It was chaos." Mac asked why Custer wasn't scalped. "No man is too brave to be scalped," I said. Perhaps he was buried under bodies unseen by the women. Mac then asked about Curly the Crow Scout, who claimed to escape. I replied, "Curly lies. His pony failed. He ran before the fight." Now around 60, I'm the last living chief to tell of Custer's defeat. I can write my name in English, but don't grasp its meaning. My English is limited to about 30 words, hard to pronounce, though I understand most spoken English. I keep my promises, though it takes patience to secure one. Even at 60, I remain strong, resembling the proud Indian described by Fenimore Cooper. I hope this first-hand story sheds new light on the Battle of the Little Bighorn from 1876's Great Sioux War. Stay tuned for more stories like this. I look forward to bringing more first-hand battle accounts. Wishing you a great day, and see you in the next video.